My mom follows all that stuff, so she was always sending me like all the articles and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I knew I was doing well, but just that's what I do.
What led you to Drake? How did you end up there?
I was a late bloomer, kind of one of those situations. Didn't win a whole lot in my high school, not a whole lot of scouts coming through.
Okay.
So Drake, I was fortunate enough. Rick Fox recruited me. He's the head coach there now. He came through, and Drake's a great academic institution, so he's going to receive a great education and with a chance to play football. So.
When you say late bloomer, physically,
yeah.
mostly, okay, like
physically, yeah.
How did you grow? Where'd you go from what to what?
I came out of college at about came out of high school at about 185.
Oh, wow.
And so now I was like 253 yesterday. So.
Wow. And that's just naturally bulking up?
Naturally, yeah.
Wow.
Hard work. Ryan Martin, shout out to him at Drake. He's our strength coach.
So describe your overall game today. Who wasn't at the Shrine game? Describe what you do.
I like running routes. I think it's one of my strengths. I'm an athletic tight end. A willing blocker also. I think that game needs improvement, and it's going to. I think the competition of the NFL is going to bring that out a lot. But I love getting after it in the passing game. I love catching the ball, running with it. I think I showed my athleticism at the Shrine game. I'm also pretty versatile. I can line up anywhere on the field on offense. So.
Was that your role? Were you like moving around the field?
Yeah. Drake put me as a down tight end, a split receiver, in the backfield as a fullback, at a wing. So I feel comfortable doing all those things.
What's your favorite route to run?
I like running corner post.
Okay. Like Poco?
Yeah, anytime I can make a safety flip his hips, look kind of stupid, that's a good feeling.
And where are you running that, from the slot or from the split, or actually?
We ran from at Drake, we ran it from the slot,
okay.
From a down tight end. It didn't really matter.
Okay.
When did it click for you that this could be a possibility?
I always knew deep down that I had an ability that, especially when I got to Drake, I was like, okay, I feel like I can do better. So coming to Drake, I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, but it really came to me my junior season. I was a little heavier, kind of like looking more like an NFL tight end physically. And then after my junior season, I got the opportunity to run at a junior pro day at Iowa State, and after that I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. So
you mentioned your high school, Hoffman State. It's not necessarily known for being a football powerhouse. What was that experience like?
It was hard a lot of times. The school doesn't really, they've changed a lot, but back then the school didn't really like back you up for being a football player. It was kind of a joke. So a lot of times, you got down for being a football player, but I'm so glad I just persevered through that because I love the game. So.
And I mean, when you were at Drake, what types of crowds do you play in front of there?
We have a great family fan base. So mom and dads are there.
What was the biggest crowd you played in front of a college?
South Dakota State this past year, I think, was the biggest. We helped them open their new stadium. I think it was around 18,000.
I see you're in actuarial science.
That's right.
Are you a math guy?
I thought I was. Some of those people in my classes blew me away, but I think for the most part.
Have you taken any of the actuarial tests?
I sat for one.
Okay.
Didn't do as well as I thought I would.
So if not for football, where would you be heading?
Somewhere with business, I think.
Okay.
Whether it be finance or actuarial science. My dream is to start a business with my dad. I don't know what yet.
So just start a business.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the reception been like from your friends at Drake? I mean, not many guys from Drake are here ever. So what's it been like for you?
It's been unreal. I mean, they're all supporting me 110%. We're pretty close there. So every day I get texts from guys, calls from people. It's been great. Just huge support. They're all very proud of me. I feel blessed to have that kind of support group.
Do they read your scouting reports and send them to you? Or
they do all stuff like that. They're always sending me articles. And
do you read them?
I try not to read all that stuff, but I just like to play how I play.
When you read them and you read the weaknesses, what do you think? What goes through your mind?
Just something to prove people wrong about, something to work on, something to prove people wrong about.
Now, the one knock is probably about the competition you played.
Right.
And, there's only, it's going to take a while. I mean, the Shrine game certainly helped, but what do you tell teams? What can you do to prove to them that's not going to be an issue?
I just talk about my competitive drive. It doesn't matter who I'm playing. I'm playing football, and I'm going to play the way I play. So, yes, that was a knock on me, but at the end of the day, you're playing football. So I don't think it matters. I don't care who I'm playing. I'm gonna play 110%.
Were you a Bears fan growing up?
I was, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Who are some of the guys you watched growing up?
I love watching Greg Olson, Julius Peppers, Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs. I love that defense in our Super Bowl run, 06.
Bears could use a tight end.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
That would be a dream come true, playing for a hometown. But anyone that gives me a job, that's what I want to play for.
A couple more fans than were the Hoffman State.
Yeah, a couple more.
If you could recommend a game throughout your collegiate career for somebody to go back and check out, is there one specific game?
This past season against South Dakota State, that would be the best competition you see me playing against. And I think I show my strengths in that game. So South Dakota State, 2016, that'd be a good game to watch.
And what are some of those strengths?
I was talking earlier, athleticism, versatility. You don't see it on the field, but I'm very coachable. So I guess you do see it. It translates. When you're working hard, taking coaching. So
this is considered like one of the deepest tight end drafts in a while. Where do you fall in that mix?
I think I could play with anyone. So I don't try to pay attention to those guys. I just do what I do. Wherever I end up is where I end up.
Does that motivate you that there's a lot of really good tight ends here?
Yeah. It also means I'm one of those really good tight ends. So I must be doing something right.
So, not to keep belaboring your high school career, but how many games did you guys win there? What was your best year there?
We won one game in my high school career, actually, all 4 years.
One game?
One game. It was a last-second field goal against Conant, and we went wild.
So, the other years you went 0 whatever?
Yeah, that's correct.
Wow.
How do you stay motivated throughout all of that?
Yeah, like I said, it was hard, but I love playing football. I love catching passes. I love watching football. So.
Who else recruited you besides Drake?
There were some D3 schools that showed interest. What it came down to really was between Valparaiso and Drake, so both Pioneer League teams. I'm pretty happy with my decision to go with Drake.
Have you talked to the Broncos?
Yeah, some scouts. I talked with Coach, his name is Jeep, I forget his last name.
Chris.
Jeep, yeah. So had a great conversation with him. He seemed excited. So.
You get compliments on your effort a lot because at the Shrine game during the week, I think one of your first catches, sliding near the sidelines right in front of me.
Okay.
So everyone's talking about the high effort that you had.
That's just how I was raised. I mean, how I was coached all 4 years at Drake. I don't know any other way to play.
The NFL is looking at relaxing their rules about touchdown celebrations. It's not easy to get in the end zone.
Okay.
So if you get into the end zone at this next level, how are you going to celebrate?
I haven't really put much thought into that. Usually I celebrate with teammates. That's how we were coached at Drake. So I'd probably find a teammate, maybe dap up with him.
All right, very good.
When did scouts first reach out to you, and when did you know they were looking at you as a legitimate NFL?
I think it was this past February. So last year, February, I got a call from my coach. He said we're going to be having a junior pro day at Iowa State. And he said the Bears and the Vikings scouts were going to be there. So that's when I kind of knew I was going to take this experience seriously and pursue my dream.
Did that change how you attacked your senior season just because you knew, okay, there's a possibility for something beyond this?
I tried not to let that affect me. After talking to coaches, if you just play how you've been playing, you've been noticed already. So I just kind of attacked it the same way.
What do you feel you do best on the field?
I think I run routes, attack the ball.
And what do you feel you need to work on?
Still can work on some things with blocking, get there, go to NFL strength program, NFL coaching.
Are they seeing you as an inline guy who shoot at some?
Yeah, I'm trying to sell myself as a complete tight end. When I get to the NFL, I'm going to be expected to do both, and I'm going to be expected to do special teams, and that's something I take a lot of pride in too. So.
What kind of special teams role did you have in Drake?
I played on every special team throughout my career except kickoff. Tight ends weren't allowed to do kickoff, otherwise I would have been out there.
Can I read you a quick line from your scouting report?
Yeah,
See what you think?
absolutely.
I didn't write this, so you
It's
can't.
okay.
It says you got great height, speed, hands, run after the catch abilities, but you lack the strength and power to play at the NFL level at this time. What do you think about that? You're okay with the pros, but maybe not.
Just motivation to get stronger and work on my blocking. That's all you can do whenever something is said negatively about you. Everything you can do is work harder. I haven't been in the NFL yet, but I'd like to prove those naysayers wrong.
A few more questions, guys.
Weight-wise, where do you want to be once you're playing?
As I've gotten bigger, I've gotten stronger and faster. So I guess until I lose speed, I won't stop getting bigger. I see myself around 260 range. I think I feel comfortable there.